Hello my beauties, it's Anthe here, Twin Love, and I'm here with your Twin Flame energy update for the foreseeable future. So basically guys, before I get started, I just want to do my thank yous to all of those who have been subscribing to my channel, my loyal subscribers. Thank you so much for your ongoing support and love. And a big thank you to all of those who have commented, got in touch with me, made your own personal bookings with me as well, and keeping me posted with your turn of events. I really do appreciate it because it does help to clarify a lot of the messages that are coming through for the collective as well. And there's a lot to get through today, so apologies for the long video ahead, but you're going to have to bear with me. A lot going on. So the last time I came to you guys was probably, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. And I did say in that energy update about the divine feminine rising within the divine masculine. Now, obviously, I appreciate some of you still not having contact with your twins. You might not be actually communicating. But please trust when I say that things are happening. They really are, whether you're seeing it in the physical yet or not. Just trust that things are going down, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you what's been happening with me to give you guys the clarity, really, that things do actually happen in real life with your twins, all right? So it's not just me picking it up and just waiting for it to happen in the air. No, it really does happen, okay? So just trust when I say certain things that I feel come up, because they do, all right? And I don't doubt the information that comes through for me. So to let you guys know, basically what happened was my twin and I saw each other last week at his sister's wedding. Now, I had to really psych myself up, really. I just didn't know how I was going to feel. I didn't know how I was going to think. And I was really preparing myself for that time because my twin was bringing his new girlfriend to the wedding, who I would be meeting for the first time as well. And my twin and I agreed that we would not tell her anything about us two. You know, I would be introduced as a family friend because that is what I am now. And that would be it. My twin and I have, touch wood, come into a very beautiful, loving space of friendship. And I like the pace of that friendship, the build up. You know, it's 9 years. My twin and I know each other inside out, but this is a new level for us. And I've accepted and loved exactly where he's at on his journey. And I don't want to interfere in anything that he chooses for himself. You know, he's learning his lessons and he is who he is. And I want him to trust and love his own path. And I can love and trust his path for him too. So, yes, we got into a good space. Now, unfortunately, that didn't happen because my twin sister felt the need to tell his girlfriend about me. So I knew then that at the wedding, she would now know who I was. And the main objective for me at the wedding was to make sure that she did not feel any form of threat or insecurity around me. And I told my twin that as well. You know, I said to him specifically, just don't pay me any attention then. You know, we're secure in our friendship. We know we love each other. That's fine. We don't need any more of that for each other. So please pay attention to your girlfriend. Make sure that she feels very safe and stable because she doesn't know anyone at the wedding. And I want to make sure that she doesn't feel any form of insecurity, especially around me too. So that was a deal we made. Anyway, lo and behold, when I get to the wedding, I didn't have a clue how to be. You know, normally we just give each other a big kiss and a cuddle, but, you know, I didn't want to do that in front of her. So we were quite, you know, civil. And throughout the course of the day, my twin could not stay away from me. He just kept finding every excuse to come and sit next to me without her, to come and talk to me without her, to be around me without her, follow me into the toilets without her. And, you know, I understand why, because of the pull and the connection, I get it, but I was trying to avoid that from happening. But my twin just could not stay away, you know. In the end, he said, shall I introduce you? And I said, well, yes, please. You know, I've been waiting all day. Sooner you get it done, the better. And my, the girlfriend was actually really lovely. I couldn't say that she wasn't. She was. She was a really lovely girl. We talked for hours. And I just picked up a very loving energy around her. I really did. My twin and I then started to get very emotional with each other. And he said, well, I said to him, is the one that you're going to have your babies with? And he said, shall I have little ones of hers? And I said, well, honey, you've got to follow your heart. You can't not follow your heart. It's important to follow your heart in life. And then he started crying, and then I started crying, and then he walked away because he couldn't have this conversation with me. And, it got emotional. And I realised in that moment, I had to do the right thing. As much as I wasn't really, living my truth in that moment, but I couldn't interfere in his journey. And I had to accept that for him and me. So I didn't feel it was right to say, no, be with me. No, that's not what unconditionally loving them is. Loving them is to love everything that they decide for themselves. And I could see it wasn't the right place or time to really express my truth, but it's for him to learn lessons, and I understand and appreciate exactly where he's at. So I want him to follow his truth. And the moment that he does, I'm going to know that I can then open that gateway of honest communication. But right now, in that moment, I couldn't. So anyway, that was the last thing I remember, because then a turn of events happened which completely shifted an energy. So what happened was I got found passed out in the toilets by the girlfriend. The girlfriend ran to my twin. My twin was first on the scene, trying to bring me round, but they couldn't find a pulse. Now, it was scary for them. I didn't have a clue what was going on, to be perfectly honest. I don't do passing out like that. I don't do getting drunk like that either. I only had 4 glasses of wine and a pink gin. And to be perfectly honest with you, I have been ill for a long time. It's coming on about 6 weeks where I have not felt myself. I've been hit hard with something. And I had blood tests a couple of days before, and I've had to have time off work. So I do feel that was part of the reason as to why my body took on that reaction. So for hours, my twin and friends of ours gathered round, and they were trying to bring me round. It wasn't working. They ended up calling an ambulance, and luckily I didn't get taken to the hospital, but they were told, you need someone with you the whole night to look after you. So the friend that I went with, a male friend of mine, Neil, who my twin knows very, very well, was the one that had to step in and take me home and look after me. So I later found out the next day that when I left, my twin burst into tears, and he said, I've never seen my aunt like that before. I'm sick to death with worry. And he started crying. Now, my twin has never displayed emotions to anyone he knows. I feel me and 2 other friends of his, the only people that he has ever displayed emotions with. And when he was crying, they actually was shocked and was saying, oh my God, you actually have emotion. That's incredible. And I got messaged by this person the next day to tell me that that's what happened. Anyway, I saw my twin the next day. I went down to apologise and to thank everyone for looking after me. And my twin couldn't handle being in the same space as me and his girlfriend sober. So he just walked away for half an hour, went on a walk on his own, and he became very nonchalant, very inwards, very introvert. And that was that. So this following week has been him being quite distant, and he's made a few comments about me and this other guy. And he's got it into his head that me and this guy have something, because he saw how much this guy was concerned and looked after me as well. And I finally realised that my twin did not like another male being or seeing to me and being there for me, because he wanted to be my hero in that way. But because of the girlfriend being there, it was showing him how he couldn't, and it was bringing out an insecurity in him that I now have someone who can look after me in my life. Not that I need looking after, sometimes I do, but this is what happened, and this was all designed. I had no control over this. I didn't choose for this to happen, but it just happened. You know, the universe made sure that they were putting things in place for my twin to recognize his truth and to recognize his heart. And since then we've spoken. Another wedding happened this weekend, and my twin has been messaging me the whole time of being there, and things have created, there's been a shift, and I do know that this has all been designed for the divine, you know, orchestrating all of these turns of events to orchestrate how the divine masculines are waking up to their truth and what is truly in their heart. And it's as simple as that, you know. So this was all very, very bizarre. I didn't expect that turn of event to happen, but it did. Okay, so that's where I am right now with my twin. Now, the reason why, guys, I wanted to tell you that was to give you an understanding of how the divine feminine was rising in the divine masculine. It was actually put into real life situation where my twin took on the nurturing role. He was first on the scene, and he was the one that was holding my head and stroking me and loving me in that moment. The nurturing side came into play in the physical. Now, I didn't obviously orchestrate that myself, but the universe gave us an opportunity to see how the reading and the guidance they gave me from before has come into play in real life. Okay, so that's why I'm saying just trust me that it's all orchestrated. We don't need to do anything but just live. Okay, things will happen as they need to for you on your journey. Okay, so just trust. I'm not saying that things are going to happen like that for you, but what I'm saying is that they will be given the opportunity to demonstrate how the divine feminine is rising within the divine masculine. Okay. Now then, something else that's happened within the last month. Another twin flame, gorgeous friend of mine, soul sister, who I've managed to spend time with over the last month. We have found that when we got together over a few occasions of meeting up, and even over the phone now as well, we have found that as just by being in each other's presence and energy, from one divine feminine to another, we have worked magic. And I'm not even joking. The magical effect it has when you blend and you get together with another energetic vibrational match, right, of a twin flame, of a light worker, there is a certain energy that starts to form. Okay, and that's what is so powerful about the light workers of what we are. Okay, we're here to light work, and when we get together, and it's not about being with our twins, our counterparts, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about global magic that happens, the signs, the synchronicities, the actual turn of events, everything that you speak about manifesting in a way that is so potent and so magical, it is mind-blowing. And this is why it is imperative to mix with the people that match on your level, on your vibration, because you see true magic happen. Things will just start happening in your life. Bam, 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 bam. The signs from the universe will come in so immensely, so strongly to indicate that you are so on the right path, that you are so meant to be where you are, and to trust in the magic of the light workers. Right? Because this is what we are here to do. Not for just ourselves, not for just our journeys, but for humanity. Okay? Now, you don't realize just how magical you are in your manifestation, because every single thing that me and Cherie were talking about, hi Cherie, my darling, I love you, what we were talking about was literally manifesting in front of our eyes within days, right? And it just has become so, I feel like I'm in a bit of a cloud nine, where I'm so up in this realm, where I'm finding it quite hard to ground myself on this earthly plane at the moment, because I'm so in love with where I am up on this level and the understanding of everything that has been designed and what it is we are working with, the energy, that it's so important to love yourselves enough to let go of all of the crap and the crap that people have and draw and suck you into, right? That you need to cut it out, and match and get with the people that you can uplift yourselves with and vibrate with them on such an amazing level. Because when you're in that space, there is nothing that you can't handle and tackle in your real world. When you align yourselves with the right people in your lives, it makes such a difference. And this is a very important time to do this, especially with the full moon tomorrow in Sagittarius, to eliminate such lower vibrational energies out of your life. Because when you come into that space and you're at that level and you're integrating with the people of the same level, you have more energy and more power to help people on that lower vibration, just by sending so much love and light into the world, right? But you can't really participate with them because they'll drag down. You have to remain up on that level and aid and help so that they can rise right with you and get to your level. And that's what we're here to do, okay? Now, one thing as well, guys, I do apologise. I said I've got a lot to get through, so bear with me. But another thing that was so potent, a few months ago, I was getting very, very, very irate with certain guides and information that is out there for the Twin Flame Collective. So much so that I haven't wanted to partake in any of it. And the reason being is because I found that they would keep you guys stuck, just wishing and wanting and waiting for your divine counterparts to get in contact and when you're going to get in union. That was all the messages they had. And I couldn't resonate with that, because that was not the purpose of what we're here to do. It's not the purpose of an energy update. The energy update is here, designed for you from the divine, to let you know the energies of what we're working with, right? For the collective. What we're here to do as soul beings, as light workers, all right? And the circumstances and situations that we can all collectively come together to understand how to navigate through these energies, right? To keep us at a very serene, beautiful, loving, contented, peaceful energy to work with through these stages, okay? And people out there I could not resonate with. And it's not anyone's fault, really. It isn't. But they're coming from, I feel, and this is my opinion, okay, that they're coming through a place of lack, and they're not really, I don't feel, working from a place of peace and love and contentment and unconditional love. I'm sorry, but I don't. And that was a few months ago. Now, when I met up with Cherie and we were talking, she brought to my attention someone in particular who I will not name, of course I will not name, that was not resonating for her. Reading that she had with her didn't resonate at all. And when I watched one of her videos, I could see why I was getting frustrated. Frustrated, what I'd call it. That's an understatement, actually. But anyway, I saw a comment in particular. I went down to the comments because I couldn't resonate with the information. Went down to the comments because I was pulled to. And I saw one particular woman made a comment on her video, and she said, I don't know why, but I feel really sorry for this karmic. I don't even get me started on karmic partners. I can't even resonate with what that is being put out there. That doesn't resonate at all. But anyway. And she said, I feel sorry for the karmic partner and la la la. And, I just feel like I want to give her a hug. Now, I saw that this particular comment had like 13 replies to this comment. So I clicked on, and the first reply was from that person who was doing the video, this guide, right? Doing that video. And she said, I was actually going to delete this comment, but then I realised, the divine feminine needs to stand in her truth or something like that. But, we shouldn't feel sorry for the karmics, and, they're the ones that are keeping us detached and away from union with our twins. And therefore, they do magical rituals and spells and stuff, and they get together with each other, and they call them the dark energies that are there designed to keep us detached and away from our twins. I cannot believe what I was reading. I nearly fell off my chair. I could not believe that this guide, who claims to be a light worker and part of this twin flame journey, is putting it out there that we as a collective, right, have to, number one, put it in our heads that the other people in our twins or counterparts' lives are dark, they're negative, they're there to keep us detached and away. What on earth is that about? How on earth is that person a light worker? I do not know. But no, guys, no, I disagree. Full-heartedly disagree with everything that is out there that tells you that you need to stay hating the karmic partners that have come into your twins' lives, and they're the reasons why they are keeping you away from union with your divine counterpart. That is the biggest load of bollocks I have ever heard in my life. Ever. And if that's the type of people you're following, I will ask you now to please unsubscribe to my channel, because my channel is not here to hate on anyone, especially the people that our counterparts have decided to be with. No, that, my darlings, is not where you're supposed to be at in terms of unconditionally loving your twin, your divine counterpart in the journeys that they're on. Okay? The reason people have come into their lives and the reason they are choosing this particular section of their lives and as part of our journeys together, right, is because they have come in as something of value, as something of substance, as a lesson, right? Everyone that we come across in our lives are here to teach us something, okay? And if you're going to keep yourself stuck into thinking that everyone out there is outside of your twins and yours connection is evil and dark and negative, then I would ask you and urge yourself to step away, right, and really go within and really feel what it is you're feeling and really connect to your own intuition, because that is not the case. We are contracted with absolutely every single person that we come across in our lives. We have a role to play. We are contracted. Okay, now the reason why other people will come into their lives and other people will come into our lives is because we have a contract in place with them. We are supposed to learn and supposed to understand each and every single thing that we are living and experiencing in our lives. And they are of importance. They are of value. And they also hold light within themselves. Okay? They hold light. They hold keys. They hold answers. Just as we do, just as our counterparts do, just as they do. Everyone has a significant role to play. And it's not for us to interfere in what they have got contracted between them. That was what they have decided to do. And there are lessons for both of them to learn. They were meant to meet. They were meant to have something between them. They were meant to have experiences and a journey together. because it will give them something of value and importance. And that is why it is imperative to always love and accept what this journey is about. For the last time, this is not about divine union with your counterpart, even though you will get there. But it's not about that. And you have got to understand it. Okay? So this is such a vitally important lesson here, guys. Very important. It was an important lesson for me. But let me tell you something. If you're hating on the karmics, that is a very big lesson that you're going to need to learn. And I urge you to not. I urge you to send them love and light. I urge you to love everything of what it is your twin is learning and experiencing. Okay? Because if you can't do that, then you are not unconditionally loving them. And you're not unconditionally loving yourself either. And if you can't do that, then you're stuck. And you need to learn that lesson so you can get to a level where you can have such compassion and love for absolutely everyone in the world. And it's that simple. So that is my venting, all right? I have to get it out there. It's been on my mind and it's been bugging the life out of me since I've watched that video, and I would stay well away. That's just in my opinion. I'm not saying keep sticking to my channel. Go to who you resonate with. But sweethearts, I've just got to tell you, if that's the messages that you're getting, then ask yourselves, have you actually managed to get yourself out of where you've been in for years? Have you advanced in a better understanding and feeling a lot better within yourselves and understanding? Or are you still there waiting for your twins to contact and getting annoyed because they're still with their karmics? So see where you're at and maybe just decide from that, all right? Okay, venting over. Right, said all of that. Now then, transformation is key. Key. A lot of signs and synchronicities to specify the transformation that is happening, okay? For both, not just the divine masculine, for both the divine feminines too, all right? So as whole, as one, we are going through a very transformative time in our lives. Now, the most important thing is to keep yourselves vibrating up on that beautiful, loving energy, okay? Because the more you're in that space, the more magic you witness. Now, if you're in a lower vibrational space, it's okay. We've all been there. I've done it a million times. It's fine. This is part of your journey. But just know that if you're still in that space, then you're not going to feel the magic as much. It's going to be a lot of clearing out for you, okay? A lot of heaviness as well. And that's fine. It needs to happen. Go with it, stay with it, accept it, release it, because this full moon will be a lot of release, okay, for a lot of us out there. Some of you will not be experiencing the emotional triggers, but you will be experiencing the physical triggers. So just know this is why your bodies might be feeling very, very heavy, nausea, headache, sickness, physical ailments, a lot of doctor visits, that will be happening. But the DNA is literally being downloaded. Our DNA is physically changing. So pay attention to what your bodies are craving too, because you'll find that you'll be craving a lot of health, okay? Lots of vitamins, natural good food, good substances being put into your body. Your body will be rejecting things that doesn't fit with it anymore, and that's because of the DNA changing, all right? So just bear that in mind, make note of that, and pay attention to what your body is telling you. Okay. Right, so let's get into the cards now. Sorry, it's nearly half an hour, but we'll carry on and it will finish when it will finish. So I was pulled to do this spread. I didn't plan to, but 11 tarot cards jumped out, and this was the layout I felt guided to do it with. So I'll get straight in it. First card down, 6 of Cups. There is your reunion. This is your divine counterpart and you, with your memories, your nostalgia, you're connecting on the heart level and thinking of each other to a great, great deal. The heart is opening. The heart is definitely the main chakra of this coming, I would say, 4 weeks. It's all about the connection to the heart. Lots of green, okay, in this spread too. So guys, just to let you know, this is very much a physical meet as well. It will be a physical seeing each other, hearing from each other. But if you guys having that happen, then very, very much connecting in the 5D too. And what's crossing the path is the Two of Pentacles. Now, this is always about trying to decide which direction to go in. Now, I always associate this on a practical level. So because of the practical new beginnings that we have already embarked on, which is here, okay, we've already established that we are now onto a new chapter in our lives, dealing with very earthly matters, our jobs, our careers, our finances, our home lives where we're living. So we've already started this journey. It's in the past position. And this is why now, crossing our path with the energies of what's going on with our divine counterparts too, with being drawn back together. This is very much a drawing back together step now. This is when we're going to be deciding, right, where do I go? How do I do this? What do I do? And this is just an energy that we'll be dealing with. Now, the base of the matter, and looking down, we've got the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Now, some of you may link with the actual air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I don't tend to do that for the collective, purely because it's a collective. It's not going to specify, if any of you were with that this only applies to you. No, it does not specify. It's just an energy, okay? Now, the King of Swords represents them being very much in their truth, okay? This is all their thoughts now. And they're thinking and thinking and thinking. The divine masculine energy, which is also part of us too, so we will be doing the same. But thinking now and trying to match their thoughts with their hearts, okay? Now, the Knight of Swords, looking down on that, is very much them then communicating their truth. Because the Knight of Swords always comes through for me as your knight in shining armor. They come in to right a lot of wrongs, okay? They come in to fight for you, okay? So this is very much what is going on for the collective at this moment. A lot of truth in their thoughts, okay? They're starting to match their heads with their hearts. And this is what it's telling us. Now, because we are human and we naturally do this when things start to shift, we start to get in this fear and doubt, right? And I don't know why we do it. That's because ego gets in and it's an energy that we come into. But you know what? This is an energy we've got to work on. Stop doubting, stop fearing. Just because you can't see it, right, you're blindfolded and you think you're trapped in this state of mind, doesn't mean that you can't get out of it. Because look what the next card is, Six of Swords. This is moving away from that and actually being able to see very clearly which direction you're going in. You're about to move into your next adventure, right? So just have that trust. You've got to have that trust. And following that is the Victory card. Every action you're about to take is going to be victorious and successful in the direction that you want to go in. And that is why I'm saying it's very important to mix with your kind, right? Your vibration, your higher vibration, because this is the beauty of the manifestation that happens. All right? The magic is so real. You can touch it. All right? So we've got the victory to follow. The mental clarity with every action that you're about to embark on. And look what it's bringing, guys. The Ace of Cups. This beautiful, new, emotional beginning. This new love that is coming back into your lives, right? That feeling of that joy, overflowing this cup of love that you are having and celebrating and getting your wishes fulfilled with regards to love, okay? This is you coming into complete and utter emotional fulfillment. And I'm not just talking about a feeling, I'm talking about for real with your divine counterparts, okay? I'm talking about it happening in the physical. all right? Because physically it's en route. So stop fearing it. And the 11th card that jumped out was a Knight of Wands, and this is passion. This is the physical card, the fire card, the action card that is physically happening, coming back towards you. Your divine counterparts are coming in with their truth, their love, and their passion. All right? All right then. The next thing we had for the divine feminine energy, the first card down was Memories of Love. This is exactly what we got as the first card out. 6 of Cups. This is the 6 of Cups. Memories of love. There you are, connecting. All in this love for your twins. And look how you're still holding that light for them. Okay? Look at how, all these different events are happening. All right? But we are still there. No matter who comes into our lives and who comes in and out of their lives and in and out of our lives, we've still got this oneness here. We're still very at peace with everything that is going on. All right? And then to follow, we have the fulfillment of wishes. This is the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Okay? So just to say, that's come out twice. And I'm not joking you. When I say we're getting our fulfillment of wishes, I mean it. So let go of this ridiculousness that you keep yourself stuck in. Okay? And for the divine masculine energy, we got the 9 of Wands, material harvest. Okay? So this is them really getting their practical lives sorted. Really understanding their journeys in the physical. Sorry, I had to take a swig. But this is them now getting the harvest, okay? Where they've put in so much work into their practical lives to achieve, they are now achieving. And following that was the 2 of Cups, spiritual union. Please understand that this is happening. Please understand that this is for you. But please let go of all of the unhealthy attachment, all right, that you're holding to get there. Let it go. Let it go. It's going to happen. Let it go. Allow the universe to do its job and just have that faith. Okay? And then for the divine feminine, we got from the Ganesha cards, understanding. It's exactly where we are now. We are understanding everything that is going on in our lives. We have come to such an understanding of exactly what is happening and why it needs to happen. And trusting in that. Okay? And that couldn't be more spot on for me right now, this card. This was so apt for me right now. And then we have, for the divine masculine, concentration. Right? And that is because they are really listening, listening to what their heads are telling them now. They are concentrating so hard to what their hearts are saying and coming into that truth. They are concentrating, guys. They really are. And there was a particular bit in this book when it jumped out I had to get to. And it says, commit to the task and eliminate distractions that will take your attention away from what you are trying to realize. That is exactly what is going on. They are trying to realize something, okay? And the divine is knocking on their hearts. And that's exactly what I'm calling this video, because I had the revelation come yesterday with my beautiful Cherie. So yeah, that's exactly what is happening. The divine is knocking on their hearts, all right? And then with the fortune reading cards, we have thorns. And it says, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Will bring in a new and positive future. All right? Weathering the challenges ahead. Get rid of it. That's your challenge. All right? And the message from Archangel Michael, I've just noticed I've done quite a few personal readings as well over the last few weeks. And a lot of the same cards have come out for the personal readings as it has for the collective. I've just noticed that. And Archangel Michael, let go of fear now. I mean, come on. Come on. Look at his message with that. My prayer, Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. Please, please say that prayer every night until that energy leaves you, because guys, you don't need it. Just trust. I'm telling you, everything is happening exactly as it needs to. Okay? So that is that spread. Now, very quickly, I would just like to do the Titania cards to go with the next energies of these coming weeks for the collective on a physical level. So we'll finish off with that. Don't know where these ones are. Oh, they're over here. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. Alright. I'll do my shuffling after. Don't worry about that. Won't keep you for too long. Okay. We'll just do a quick Titania spread, and we'll just see what this coming couple of weeks is going to be bringing us for the collective. So, dear universe, please can I ask now for the 9 card spread for the divine twin flame collective? They've jumped. Okay, some things will apply, some things won't, some things resonate, some things will. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, I will hold them up, don't worry. Oh my lord, there you go. Okay, right, look. First line, guys, we've got the stork, the snake, and the owl. Now, the stork is all about how things have been stagnant. We've now got the movement. Okay, there are now shifts happening, and there is movement in our lives. Things are going to start picking up pace. All right. Now, what's around that is the snake and the owl. Now, the snake is about finding things out. This is about deception. This is about people not living their truth. Okay, so things are going to be coming out, but it's what you've been nervously anticipating. The owl is always about nervous anticipation. So you've got truth coming out. You're going to be finding out things this week, okay? We've then got the woman, the mountain, and the ring. Now, the woman is the divine feminine energy, okay? Now, because the mountain is in the middle, it doesn't always signify something foreign or from abroad. It can do. So if it resonates, go with the resonation of this card. Some of your twins may be linked to being abroad at this time. There might be a foreign energy going on, okay? But it's also about something rock solid. This is something of substance, something of value coming towards the divine feminine. And look at that, it's with the ring. This is what's coming towards the divine feminine. The bond, the unity, the love, the union. And then the last line, you saw it me shuffle, you saw the cards jump out, I had no say. We've got the flowers, the tower, and the heart. Sorry, the cards are a bit faded. Flowers, there's your abundance of happiness. There's your fulfillment. There's your joy. And who is it with? Your twin, the tower. You have got your divine love coming back with your divine counterpart. This is the tower, represents the twin card, okay? And there's your happiness with your love, with your twin. Need I say any more? It matched exactly what we had in front of us. So God bless and thank you, universe, for giving us such beautiful information. So get ready for the next chapter, please. Now, very quickly before I say my goodbyes, I need your help with something. And I'm coming to you because of the power that us light workers have. So it came to my knowledge yesterday that one of my best friends since I was 11 years old had got over her cancer of breast cancer that she was diagnosed with 3 years ago. She found out yesterday it's come back into her spine. She's not in a good place. I'm not in a good place when I found that out, and it's devastating. We don't know everything yet. We're still waiting for CT scans to see if it's spread to any of her organs. Now, we have to pray, because the only thing we can do right now is to spread love and light. And I want physical healing of love and light physically being seen into her body. And I pray with all of my heart and soul that we manage to, it's incurable, I understand that, but it's treatable. And if it's treatable, she can still live a long, healthy life with this. So I'm going to ask all of you to please send all of your love and light to my beautiful friend Kate, and to just spread that beautiful healing energy that you have. Okay. I'm also going to be asking you for donations over this next couple of weeks, because I need to get back over to the UK as soon as I possibly can. I don't have the financial funds at the moment to aid me to do so. I don't come asking for donations often. I did last year when I needed help. I need help again. So I'm going to ask you all, if you can afford anything that you can, even if it's $1, I don't mind, whatever it is that you can afford. I would be very grateful if you could please help me on a financial level to see to me getting over there, because I will not be able to work. And if I can't work, I don't earn, and I need to earn to pay my bills and my rent. So I'm going to need help. I'm asking for help. So if you don't mind, I would appreciate anything that you have that you can help me with. So on that note, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul for all that you are and for coming into my life. And I will be with you as soon as I'm ready to for the next one. I love you all. God bless. Take good care. And lots of love to everyone. Mwah. Bye-bye.